Hello everybody, this is Jo, Goddess of Everything, bringing you Goddess of Everything podcast. And I am going to be talking to you this week about the week beginning the 16th of September. And we'll be talking to you about this super full moon eclipse we've got in Pisces. So this is going to bring some big energy in and some big conflicting energies in. So if you don't know about it, you need to know about it, because I've been getting lots of psychic insights about this energy and I cannot wait to share them with you. So stay with me as I explain exactly what I feel is coming up at this Pisces moon. So it is considered a supermoon, so that means it's closer to the earth. That's all it means, it's closer, but you'll feel the pull a lot stronger, more energetically, because we're made of water predominantly, and it controls the ocean tides. So we all feel a little bit more, maybe a little bit more up and down and things. But because this moon is making some big aspects, there's a grand trine, there's lots of real conflicting energy as well going on, and it's right between sort of Saturn and Neptune, and there's all this sort of real, it feels like a ping pong of emotion, a ping pong of energies. And so lots of people may feel like this push-pull energy. Okay, now the one thing with Pisces energy is that it's very spiritual. So if you think about the moon being a super moon, the first thing that came into my head was, may your dreams be your guide. So maybe some of you may be feeling like you're more psychic for a while, you're getting more insights, or even having prophetic dreams, or having very strong and very vivid dreams. So yeah, interesting. But also Pisces is also quite secretive. And with this being an eclipse and karmic doorways opening, maybe secrets will be revealed. So just watch out, anything that's going to need to come up for the highest good right now, maybe it's going to come out and we're going to be hanging on to our seats like, so yeah, it might be worth just checking yourself before you wreck yourself. Don't open your mouth if you don't need to. The one thing that's been coming up for me a lot with this super full moon in Pisces energy is this energy of releasing fears. And one of the biggest fears that I've been feeling into is the witch wound. Now, you might have heard me say in the last video, I want to talk about something that's quite big. It's a big thing to release. But this thing is literally the witch wound, and it's more around the fear of becoming the crone hag. And lots of people have this great big fear about getting older, and I know I had it for a lot of years, and it was because people told me, you don't want to get old, like you must wear all these lotions and potions, make sure you have Botox, make sure you look young, make sure, and I projected that on other people. I feel quite bad about it now, because when I was younger I'd be thinking, oh no, you don't want to get old, But the more that I've started to understand the witch wound, I've understood the conditioning. There's been huge conditioning for us as women not to be outcasts, because when in the past, when we were accused of being witches, to be the hag or the crone out in the woods was considered like you were considered scary or like an outcast. And so if you were outcast, you were likely somebody who would be considered a witch and murdered for like just the way that you look. Maybe you look a bit disheveled or whatever out in the wilderness as a woman in the 17th century. I don't know, but I know we don't have access to the many treatments that we have these days, and good dentistry and things like that. So women were vilified basically for how they looked, and that they were considered scary and unlovable, and to be murdered just for the way that they acted. That they were seen as strange or weird, the weird woman in the woods. It just seems really sad that now as we've gone on. And if we look at epigenetics is telling us that a lot of us are still holding onto these wounds inside our cellular memory. So lots of us fear becoming the hag crone energy, when realistically we should be very proud to have grown older, to have had the opportunity to see our grandchildren born, and to see the opportunity to have a long and fruitful life, and that we get to, as we get older, we might have wrinkles, we might have lines, but we might have so much more wisdom. We've laughed more, we've shouted more, we've fought for things more, like we've got all those lines, like even these ones here, around my mouth, and the fact that I can smile and just express myself properly. I've been learning a lot about is this wound that we've got. So it's time for us to make a list of our fears, and maybe there is a fear there for lots of people that getting old would be, and I've genuinely had this fear. Like it was really, really bubbling to the surface. And I think one of the things, like being on my own for so long, being single for so long, like I kept thinking, when someone meets me, they're going to need like the most perfect version of me. But actually, when someone buys the most perfect version of you, like realistically, it's good to have some flaws. So, I've quite enjoyed learning to be loved with my flaws, which is quite nice. It's a journey in itself that we're not always going to be perfect. So this full moon is going to bring up a lot of different emotions for people, and maybe it's going to raise up your fears. It's going to bring things to the fore. But remember, everything is here for a reason, and these are cosmic doorways. These are doorways that are opening up for us to be able to walk through. But the eclipse energy this time at this full moon is to surrender. So maybe letting go of some of those fears, that because they're not really real now. You can get old, you can be still very, very beautiful, and lots of women now are growing out their silver hair, and it's becoming like a really popular thing. And I haven't dyed mine recently. I'm trying to I'm thinking, I think I'm going to grow my grey out and have my little streaks of grey, and embody this my crone energy, because I feel like it's coming through now that I'm 41, and I'm feeling like I want to embody more of the things that I've learned, and show the wisdom that I've grown into, and just really love my life, because I am in love with my life, and I feel like I've got to a space where I really, really truly love what I've created, and also the fact that it's only one life, we get to live it, and I get to share everything that I've learned, and I get to fully enjoy that process, and not worry that I'm not perfect for people to see. I haven't got the most perfect teeth, or the most perfect skin, or if I have got grey hairs, I'm not going to be dragged out in the woods and burnt. That's because that is the real fear for people. So it's something I've wanted to talk about for a little while, and I thought, what, I'm going to talk about this full moon because I feel aligned with it. I feel like it's the end of a cycle, because the Pisces energy comes to the end of, it's like the last full moon before we start in a new cycle of full moon. So this is the culmination point of everything coming together, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find yourself in a celebration mode, because the full moon is a celebration as well. So rejoice, have gratitude, release people that you don't feel you vibe with anymore. You're on a new journey, it's fine. It's okay. Not everyone has to come with you. You don't have to be a people pleaser. Just let go. It's okay. There's so many people I don't see anymore that I used to see all the time, and I'm just that's okay. That's fine. I'm doing my thing. I've got so much to do in the time that I'm here. I see, last month, in the last 4 weeks, I've seen about 40 people for free. Literally, just with my hypnosis work. People are booking on. I'm having so many good, awesome reviews. And I'm I love this work so much that I would just dedicate the whole of the rest of my life to it, because I love personal development, and I'm constantly learning and, enjoying the business. So, if not everyone's going to have time for me to talk about that either. Some people are oh yeah, bore off, Joe. totally boring. It's like, yeah, it's fine, you know, you just do you and I'll do me. I'll talk about witchy stuff all day. So yeah, and business. I love business. Like literally, I've been helping so many people, and I've got some VIP days booked in for people. So really, really excited for October coming up, because I've got so much coming, and the goddess space is opening as well. So we've got so much cool stuff coming. Now, I was just going to pull some cards for this full moon and see if we can find out some information about it. So let's see if the universe wants to give us some. Ooh, so we got compassion coming out first. So we're being asked to go deep on our compassion work, particularly for ourselves. We've got the marriage card, so that might be within our relationships, being compassionate to our partners. And then we've got the dolphins. So dolphins are great. It means that there's some sort of financial gain. Maybe there's something coming back from what you did in the past, so some good karma or something like that. It's about staying in gratitude. We've got the gratitude card as well. These are great cards because this is literally what the full moons are about. Joy, we've got joy. Like I said, some people are going to be feeling really high on life. Purification, some of you are going to be really purifying your energy, connecting with your higher self. In the Lunar Abundance Queens, if you're watching this, any of my ladies, there is a higher self meditation. Do that as well over the next few days. It's all about light. Yeah, we've got the light card, and honesty. Wow, yeah, honesty is so, because as well, like Pisces is 12th house energy, so it's like what is hidden. So maybe like this, like I said, there's going to be something that comes up that needs to come up and be revealed. Maybe I'm just going to pull one of these angel cards. Oh, let's see what that says. It's gone. Let's have a look. Claircognizance. So pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you. They are answered prayers. There you go. So that's your message for the full moon. Make sure that you have a great time, you know. Get yourself to a ceremony, surrender, release, burn it outside wherever it's safe. Please don't burn it anywhere where you can cause damage to yourself or have a fire or anything like that. Just be careful. But when you get rid of those wishes, then it's all good. Well, not wishes, but whatever you want to let go of. I mean, when you get rid of your release list, it's all good. I don't know why I said wishes. Anyway, right. Thank you so much. I hope you have the best full moon ever.